We all know who the Avengers are. We know who the Justice League are. We know what Mission Impossible is. Many of us enjoy these film franchises for a variety of reasons. It could be the action, the set pieces, the next level CGI, the story, or the emotional bond to characters built before our eyes over the past years. But do these massive multi-million-dollar films make it unfair on indie creators? How are independent filmmakers supposed to compete with Disney? Let's take a deep dive into what these franchises are doing for the film market as a whole. Let's start by looking at the biggest grossing films of 2018. Clocking in at number 7 is Mission Impossible Fallout, making a total of $791 million at the box office. At number 6, we've got Venom, totaling $855 million at the box office. At number 5 is Aquaman, totaling $963 million at the box office. Clocking in at number 4, we have Incredibles 2, making a total of $1.24 billion at the box office. Number 3 is Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, with a total of $1.31 billion at the box office. Number 2 would be Black Panther, totaling $1.35 billion at the box office. And number 1 is Avengers Infinity War, totaling $2.5 billion made at the box office. Now, let's take a look at how many of those were franchises and how many of those franchises belong to large studios. Let's start with the fact that almost half of these films are produced by Disney. Disney has famously become a large monopoly in the film market, with its acquisitions of Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar, and now Fox, with them making in excess of $4 billion just from those 3 movies in 2018, ignoring other hits they produced from the year, such as Ant-Man and the Wasp, Ralph Breaks the Internet, and Solo, a Star Wars story. The issue with these kind of film franchises is money. They are produced with profit in mind, and they are also produced at an incredibly large cost. This large cost makes these films a large financial risk for investors, so they do everything humanly possible to evaluate that risk. Every single frame of your favorite blockbuster movie has been analyzed down to the very pixels with one thing in mind: how can this film appeal to as many people as possible? It isn't a coincidence that so many people like Marvel movies. It's by design. This kind of intense scrutiny to every single detail is simply impossible for an independent filmmaker to replicate. But that raises a much bigger question. For a film to be good, does it need to be scrutinized? The answer is no. A good film doesn't come from hundreds of office executives and marketing teams digging into every aspect of the film. It comes from one simple thing: a good idea. Although it's challenging to try and compete with giant studios, one thing is becoming clear. They are attracted to finding one good concept and squeezing every single penny of profit from it that they can. What the industry needs now, more than ever, is fresh, exciting, new ideas, no matter where those ideas come from.